Today, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jacoby Brissett and the Tennessee Titans.
There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. This one, we get our first look at this offense. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. And that might be Titan football, it is.
Fumble on the play, recovered by...
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers in... They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory.
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's got it at the 15.
It don't matter.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game.
We have a red zone situation brewing. This defense on their heels a little bit as they get set to defend a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 16. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. He will push his way down to about the 14.
A.J. Brown.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Brissett's pass intended for A.J. Brown.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Rosa's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month.
This defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. On 3rd down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. It's caught at the 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush.
On 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was D.K. Metcalf, and now it's 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line.
Situation here following the interception, a golden chance for points as the offense is back out there with a 1st and goal to go. They'll try to run with Carson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. It's kind of an interesting decision. One-score game, third quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because
a third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. Now Wilson to throw on third down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. On third down, Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. On first down, it's Carson. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Sean Evans on the tackle.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead.
This defense trying to protect their lead here late, but a touchdown and a two-point conversion could tie it, as we've got a red zone situation forthcoming. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing, because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We're set from the gun on third. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
So the task for this offense is preserving this lead. It's a tight game late, and the defense also, keep in mind, they do have 3 timeouts. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes. And time winding down here in this fourth quarter. This is a crucial spot. Let's see what the offense can do. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Wilson to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
A gain of 14, but it's now 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Brissett looks to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now Brissett. He finds Howard, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play. Has him in field goal range with a chance to win.
A 35-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Titans, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.